back again for a second whiskey of the evening. Don't you hate it when you get itchy back? This one here was also acquired back in June of 2019. It is another dusty bottle that was underneath my bar for the entire duration. And I've never tried this before, but it's about time to make everything complete. We got to do Canadian Club Small Batch Classic 12. The 12-year-old version of Canadian Club. I think I had a taste of this at the Whiskey Festival when we had the grand tasting of the new 41-year-old Canadian Club. I believe I even have a Canadian Club glass right here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, there's a Canadian Club glass. It's not a real Glencairn because it doesn't say Glencairn in the bottom. It's a knockoff, but it is a real Canadian Club glass. And that is the same glass I got at that 41-year-old Canadian Club tasting. So I think it's only appropriate that I try this. Oh, this is a cork. A real fake cork. All right, let's pour this and see what it is that we have here. Like I said, I've never tried this one before, but it's for the sake of completeness that I do this. Because I'm almost kind of specializing in Canadian whiskey. Kinda. Because it's cheaper than Scotch. Although I will be still doing Scotch. There's a definite rye note to this one. The corn sweetness is not as strong as, for example, in the Danfields that I just had, the 10-year-old Danfields. This is a 12-year-old Canadian Club. I get a lot more of the rye. I get a lot more. Oh wait, here it comes. Here it comes, the corn sweetness. It's opening up and coming out. This one is also bottled at 40% alcohol by volume. It's 750 ml bottle. It's a nice little bottle. It set me back a whole $24.09 plus the 10-cent container deposit plus $1.20 goods and services tax and liquor tax, BC liquor tax, $2.41. Grand total of $27.80. So a 12-year-old Canadian whiskey coming in under $30. $30 Canadian, including all taxes. That's got to be quite a good deal. Okay, I'm getting some of the rye notes. I'm getting some of the corn sweetness. Definitely a lot of corn sweetness here. Like corn husks. Smells just like corn husks. And some rye. And on the nose I'm getting maybe a little bit of that Yes, my mouth is open. Just you can't see it behind the glass. It seems to me that the rye spiciness has moved aside and allowed the corn sweetness to come out front. And I'm not getting all that much vanilla or butterscotch here. There's some caramel. Taste it. Mm. High rye. A lot of rye. A lot of rye. The rye hits me first. That's in the blend. The rye from the blend hits me first. And then after the rye, after I swallow it, the rye fades and fades into a great big corn sweetness that is coating my mouth all over. The corn sweetness lingers on and on and on. It really hangs on. It's still there. The corn sweetness is still there, making my mouth water like you wouldn't believe. Oh, it's still there. Still there. Still there. And fading slowly, leaving a dry finish. Interesting. It's only 40% alcohol by volume, but it has a lot of flavor. Let's see how they run down. They run down pretty fast. Then there's a secondary hanging onto the sides of the glass. Wow. This is definitely leaps and bounds better than the standard Canadian Club. The 12-year-old is much better. It's got a lot more flavor, got a little more complexity, but it's still no doubt a Canadian whiskey. You can't mistake it for anything else. But the flavors are intense. The scents are intense. I'm getting still a lot of the corn sweetness and some of the barley. Mostly corn sweetness now. I wonder if I was to add a little bit of water, what would that do to it? Just a little bit of water. Just a little bit. A little tiny little bit. And that's enough. That's enough. It probably won't do much but make it softer. If anything, it made it softer, smoother, but it made the rye stand out a little more. and the corn sweetness taking a back seat. What does it say on here? Classic 12, aged 12 years. Very small writing. There's just a little bit on the side here. Canadian Club small batch whiskies are carefully crafted with the same attention to detail used more than 150 years ago. To this day, our small volume whiskey distillation continues to rely on traditional pot stills and our finest hand-selected barley malt to provide a velvety, creamy finish. We blend spirit from each of our premium grains prior to aging to allow the flavors to marry, and then age the blended spirit for 12 years in char-treated oak barrels. Resulting whiskey experience delivers full flavors of vanilla, mellow wood and spice with a soft butterscotch nose. Well, I wasn't getting that much vanilla. I'm getting some wood and spice, yeah. Butterscotch on the nose? I don't know. I was getting more spice on the nose. And corn sweetness. Butterscotch hiding underneath the corn sweetness, yes. But they're going to say what they say. I'm going to experience what I'm going to experience. It is good whiskey. It's good. It's easy to drink. Very easy to drink. That's what it is about Canadian whiskey. It's easy to drink. That's why it's good that it's at 40%. Because at 50%, I'd be singing in no time. It's nice. Very nice. I'll tell you what. I'll drink to your very good health. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.